Baruch Hashem, it is day number 56 of our daily study of Rambam Sefer HaMitzvos. It's a busy day today because in the 3 chapters a day of Mishnah Torah, we have a lot going on. First of all, we're finishing the laws of Chametz Umatzah. Then we have the text of the Haggadah. We'll speak about that, God willing, in a moment. And then we're starting a new set of halachas. So let's go through this, shall we? Corresponding to chapter 8, we're finishing, there are 8 chapters in the laws of Chametz Umatzah. So today we're doing chapter 8. That's our first of 3 chapters in the 3 chapters of Mishnah Torah. So corresponding to that, we have another Pesach-related mitzvah. It is a positive commandment. Remember, yesterday we had a positive commandment of eating matzah on the night of Pesach. Okay, so we have another positive commandment. That is positive commandment 157. V'higadato levincha. Tell the story to your child. What story? The story of our people's exodus from Egypt. It is a mitzvah. It is a biblical commandment, a positive biblical commandment to tell the story. When? When is it? When do you do that mitzvah? It's actually in the Haggadah. It asks that question. When do we do this mitzvah? And the answer is at the night of the Seder, the night when we eat the matzah. We had that mitzvah yesterday, the mitzvah of eating matzah. So those 2 biblical positive commandments are done at the same time. In fact, that's why we have a Seder, is we have so many biblical commandments and rabbinic commandments and customs, and we need to get them all done on the same evening. So we have a Seder, which means an order to make sure we get it all done. Okay. Next, we have the text of the Haggadah. You remember when we finished the laws of tefillah, of prayer, we had the Rambam's Siddur, his prayer book. So now we have the text of the Haggadah. This is going to be studied both by those who do the 3 chapters a day of Mishnah Torah, as well as those who study Sefer HaMitzvos. So if you're studying the full version of Sefer HaMitzvos, we're not going to do it here. I'm not going to read every word of the Rambam's Haggadah, but if you're studying Sefer HaMitzvos inside, in the text, then at this point you would study the Nusach, the text of the Haggadah, according to the Rambam. Okay, does that count as one of our 3 chapters and 3 chapters a day? Apparently not, because we're going to do 2 chapters now of a new set of laws, and that is Sefer, Sukkah, Velulav. The Rambam puts those 3 mitzvahs together in one set of halachas: Sefer, Sukkah, Velulav. So Sefer is Rosh Hashanah, and Sukkah, Velulav are Sukkahs. So corresponding to that, today we have the mitzvah, positive commandment 170, to hear the Sefer. And we make a bracha on that. We say, Asher Kedishanu b'mitzvayso v'tzvonu lishmaya koil Sefer. He who has sanctified it with his commandments and commanded us to hear the sound of the shofar. That is the mitzvah. And when? When is it a mitzvah to hear the sound of the shofar? On the day of Rosh Hashanah. I know we have a custom to sound the shofar the whole month of Elul as a preparation, but the mitzvah, the positive biblical commandment is to hear it on the day of Rosh Hashanah, although I should be more accurate. Rosh Hashanah is 2 days, and not just like we spoke about when we learned the laws of Yom Tov, and I told you outside of the land of Israel, we have a second rabbinic day of holidays, but Rosh Hashanah is an exception. I'm not going to get into the technical reasons now. God willing, maybe we'll talk about it when we do Kiddush and Chodesh, and we talk about the calendar, but Rosh Hashanah is 2 days, even in the land of Israel. So it's a mitzvah to hear the shofar on both days of Rosh Hashanah, with the exception of when one of the days falls on Shabbos. If the first day of Rosh Hashanah can never be a Sunday, Wednesday, or a Friday, but it could be Shabbos. The first day could be Shabbos, and second day can't be Shabbos, because then it would mean the first day was a Friday. The first day can never be a Friday. But in the case where the first day is Shabbos, then we don't sound the shofar on that day. There's a rabbinical enactment to override sounding the shofar, and then we just do it on the second day. But in a regular year, when there's no Shabbos involved, the biblical commandment is to sound the shofar on both days of Rosh Hashanah. Okay, we will see you for more Sefer HaMitzvos tomorrow, God willing.